I think I could be the best of all time. I think I could break the world record outdoors. I mean, if I did it indoors, why not? Why can't it be me, right? We'll just find out in time. I guess I'm only 19.
Maybe you're like, are you jumping the gun here? No, no, no. This is how confident I am that Christopher Morales Williams is going to Paris. He set a Canadian record in the 400 meter, 44.05, breaking a record that was set in 2005. He won the NCAA title both indoor and outdoor. And that 44.05 is one of the fastest times this year. If he was in Tokyo and he ran that, he would have taken the silver.
Knowing the fact that I could get a medal is just like, it's exciting. Like, I actually feel really excited to go to Olympics.
Like, a lot of Canadians don't know who Christopher is.
They will soon. Every month the guy does something that just gets me off the couch and jumping up and down, and it's a great feeling. I mean, every month literally, you know, whether it was indoors, world record, I call it world record, they call it world best, whatever.
First thing I think out of my mouth was, he just broke the world record. And then I was like, oh my gosh, he just ran Olympic standard. Hey, you could potentially be going to the Olympics.
3, 2, go. Christopher is the complete package. His commitment to getting better every day is something that stands out. Nailed it again. He didn't really ever bug me about running hundreds. He wasn't trying to be Andre in running hundreds, right? The mentality was always there to do the hard work and become a long sprinter. Sure, he's got a lot of talent, but so does a lot of athletes, right? But you know, you don't get the total of putting that talent with the behavior. Physically, he's always all the attributes for greatness, but always been a mental challenge for him at times.
I would have to tell myself, it's like, I gotta stop being scared of the race. And now when I get into it, I just tell myself a joke, something to make me laugh, because if you're laughing, then you can't be nervous. I feel like I run fast when I'm happy, because, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I do this sport because I love it, and I kind of almost forgot that because of all the pressure.
People will say to me, oh, what you did. I was like, nope, can't take credit. It was all him. Rain, snow, whatever, it was like, to him, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, we trained. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, he was out that door. He would continue to run, even though there was no facility. So to that, it was his own personal character that he had grown and built for himself.
I didn't just, you know, have everything given to me, and I just, I had to run through the snow, negative 20-degree weather and blizzards, and run on concrete, and I didn't even do speed for all of high school. I never did weights, and it was just any problem that's in my way, you could just overcome it, right?
It was lymphoma that his mom got, and she had a very rare one. Only like 3% in the world have it. And unfortunately, everything that we tried and did just didn't work out. And so she passed when Christopher was about 16 months old. Alexandra, his sister, was 4 years old. Nicholas was 6 years old. So, I was like, whoa, now what am I gonna do with the 3 of these little ones, right?
I used to call my grandmother my mom, because I used to think she was my mom. Like, I didn't actually know that my mom had passed away.
Soon after, when she had passed, I remember I was lying down and I could hear him crying because he was little and he was needing something. And it was one of those that it's almost like my wife came to me and she's like, hey, you can't do this. Like, you have to get up. And I was like, I was like, oh wow, you're right. He needs me. I have to get up. I just thought, you're right. You kids need me. I had to be there for them. And it's been the best thing that to just be their father. This is one of my best pictures I think I have. So there's how little they were, and that we had a big bathtub, and the three of them could play in there as like if it was a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And then all three of them when they were babies.
Like, I mean, the biggest thing is like, it's not just me. He had 3 kids. For my sister, he was kind of like her dad and her mom, because he kind of had to teach her about makeup and, you know, like painting nails and, you know, doing her hair and all that stuff. It's like my dad, he braided my hair. He's Latino, he doesn't have curly hair. He doesn't know how to do that stuff, but he learned for us.
As much as people would say, well, you've done this and whatever, it's like, well, I haven't done it alone. My family's been around. When the kids were very little, moved in, my parents and I moved in together into this house. And so they basically grew up with my parents as well.
This is my abuelita.
Oh.
Yeah, we call her Wita.
You can call to me Wita.
Yeah, just Wita. She's like the only person that's 2 people. She's my mom, but she's also my abuelita. And then I have, you know, my abuelito, and he just was my biggest fan. He's probably the #1 fan of like the grandkids. He's always at every sporting event. He was always there.
And even with the loss of my father last year, for him, it was more of a, hey, you know, I am going to appreciate what I do have in front of me.
But I never forget the 3 of them were together talking about track. And Christopher said, I'm going to be better than both of you. And I never forget that, because here you are.
We're kind of like this big family. And so just growing up with them, I mean, they've always been there to support me, but, you know, we've just always been there to support each other with everything they've done. And then my siblings, I mean, you know, they're always there. We've done pretty much the same things. We've done soccer, and we did track. And, you know, my brother was a role model, but also was my sister.
I used to say that they used to be like an old married couple, because they would go back and forth beyond belief. It was to the point where it was like, oh God, kids, the 2 of you, can you just like, please?
Yeah, but then slowly he grew up, and then once he was more mature, then we became friends.
Nothing can replace the loss of a parent. It can't. It's just not going to happen. However, at the same time, they have felt a lot of love from everybody. And I think along the way, their mom has always been there. There hasn't been a day, I don't think, that we don't think of her, talk of her. She's always here. I mean, I see it even in how they look. To me, they are the spitting image of their mom. How's the best way that I can honor her memory? And it's just by just being their dad.
Yeah, they're all gonna be at Canadian Nationals, and they'll just be, I mean, I don't even know. I haven't had that many people watch me run in a long time.
Vamos, mijo!
Senior men's 400-meter final. All eyes on lane 4 and that man. The victory here at the Bell Trials, he will book his trip to Paris and the 2024 Olympic Games.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I feel like each race, I always think about them. I always think about my grandfather and my mother especially. I know they're there pushing me to run, and just kind of want to do it for the family. The least I could do is just do my best or win for them, and that's why I do it. You know, I feel like each race I always think about them.
And Morales-Williams makes the pass on pull on the turn. Now he's pulling away. Christopher Morales-Williams is off to Paris. He defends his Canadian championship here in Montreal.
Yes, yes, yes! We're going to Paris! Woo!
just like completely surreal, you know. I mean, it's like I'm able to take it in now, but it's still just awesome to be like this actually happening. It's not just a dream, you know, actually came true.
You know, I always wish I could give back more, and so now it's like kind of the way things are going. I'm just, you know, I'm happy like, you know, I can be successful and just kind of, you know, help be there for them because they were there for me when I was a kid, right?
I think he's done it for the family. So what a fantastic thing that we all get to share. We're all in the ride as much as people say, talk to me, like right now. It's like, yeah, but it's not just my ride. This is the Morales ride, right? We're all like, okay, where are we going next?
Can you imagine what it's going to be like to watch him race at the Olympics and what's going to be going through?
Wow. I have. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It definitely, I don't know if I'll be ready. As excited as I am, and as it's getting closer to it, I can feel like, oof. Okay, take a deep breath. It'll only be for a minute. It'll only be for a minute.
Paris I see is more like a cherry on top. I'm already happy with what I've done. My main goal this year was just to win Nationals outdoor, and so I'm honestly just gonna go there and do my best. Like if I PB, that's the best I could do, right? If I lose but I PB, then the other guy was just better that day. I'll just come back and then win it in LA, right?